Hello, Aries. It has been so long since I've done a reading. Don't know if you remember, but in my last one, sorry, I'm an idiot and left all these windows open. In my last reading, God, I am messy. You know, it's like one window, two. I have like 17 open. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're good. Now we're good. So I don't know if you remember, but in my last reading, I think I mentioned I was in this really bad living situation. I finally moved, so my apartment is a little bit of a mess right now. So bear with me. I'm not completely unpacked, even though I've been here for 3 weeks. Oh, look, the Four of Wands. Happy house, right? But yeah, so, you know, I'm just going to blame that on the fact that I procrastinate. And I've moved so much this year, and I have packed and unpacked, and it is just the last thing I want to be doing. But anyway, I could babble on here for a while, so I'll stop myself. Today, it's not going to be a super long reading. Yeah, I'm going for efficiency. That's a new thing for me, because, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to do a 3-card spread. We're going to get a feel for your situation right now, and that's going to be with the Crystal Visions Tarot. I haven't used this deck in a while. The other day I just felt called to it, and yeah, it just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like the way the energy feels right now matches the colors of this. Yeah, I guess that's pretty, holy mother. One moment. So out of all the cards that fell out, the Sun was the only one that popped up. Like, you know, the rest were all turned over. Yeah, I was feeling like the Sun was the important one that needed to come out. So yes, we're going to use the Crystal Visions, and I don't know why I keep feeling, well, I do know why I keep feeling like I want to pull cards out. We're going to clarify with Tarot of the New Vision. And then finally, at the end, I'm going to pull a few cards from the Osho Zen Tarot to get a feel for the themes that you want to pay attention to during Venus retrograde. Okay? So, I just burned some rosemary, which is amazing for clearing out negative energy. You know, I'm really big on sage, but I dried and burned rosemary yesterday for the first time ever, and there is just a noticeable difference in my energy today. Like, I have felt blocked with doing these readings for, as you know, a while, and I just, today was like, I need to read for Aries. Burn some rosemary, have a candle, have some incense in the background. As you can see, I am in a bit of a fiery mood today. Okay. So, let's see what's going on for you guys. I don't feel like it's that card. Oh, do not start making noises. Ugh. Okay, so, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, which is the best possible position for that to be in. Here, let me see if I can adjust this so you can see that even better. I got like a little tripod for my phone, but it's buried in some of the stuff I haven't unpacked, so that is that for right now. Anyway, all the cards are in reverse, but I am actually not seeing it as a negative situation. I'm seeing it as a past situation that is coming present. So we have the Emperor in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse, right? So I honestly hate pulling signs out. These are all major arcana, by the way. So, okay, there's multiple ways that this could be playing out. So, you know, clearly I'm seeing Aries, Gemini, and Virgo. You know, if for you, you're like, oh my God, then you can take it if you want to, but it's like, every time the Lovers pops out, I'm not going to be like, you could be dealing with a Gemini. It's like, I mean, you see how that's, I don't really love when readers do that, but everyone has their own style, so I can't judge. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't. But the way I'm seeing it is, it feels like in the past, I'm getting fire energy. I know that the Emperor is typically an Aries, so maybe you're dealing with another Aries. Getting Aries or Sag, not so much Leo. But yes, so in the past, you were dealing with, this could also be reversed, by the way. So this could either be you're dealing with a lover who was in reverse, right? So the qualities of the upright Emperor do unfortunately not apply. So out of power Emperor is massive asshole, by the way. I'm sure you probably know if you watch tarot readings regularly. The Emperor in reverse is the manipulative, controlling, ego is inflated, like fucking hot air balloon. You know, it's just meh. And it looks like he was the one that ultimately, or you, maybe you're a guy, maybe you're a guy. I don't care what gender you are, okay? Maybe you were the manipulative hot air balloon asshole. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like someone who was in that energy and a little too self-involved either separated because they saw that in themselves, and that's why the Hermit is coming up here, because it looks like maybe they needed to step away from the situation so they could really look inside themselves. You know, maybe they felt like solitude was really the answer. You know, maybe they took a very approach with a lot of humility where it's like, hey, I'm going to hurt you because, you know, this is my energy and, you know, I can't do that to you. So it's possible that they made a decision to move away and take some time to internally reflect. What else? I had a few other, it's like I had other ideas that this could be, but my mind just kind of went blank. So I'm going to leave it at that one. Can clarify it with, woo! I'm not going to take these, but we can look at them quickly. We've got the High Priestess and the Chariot in reverse. A lot of major arcana, guys. Oh, you know why? There was just an Aries full moon. A lot of shit going on. No, but it looks like there's not going to be any movement on this situation, either until something that is kind of being kept behind a veil or, you know, is unveiled. Sorry, my cat is like playing in the bathroom and it's kind of terrifying. I'm convinced he's going to destroy the house one day. But, and by destroy, I mean like drop his toys everywhere. Okay, anyway, my focus is terrible, always. Not just right now, like always. That's the Pisces in me, I think. If you're curious, I'm a Pisces Aries with a Pisces moon and a Virgo rising. I don't know. Maybe you're curious. But anyway, it looks like somebody is not going to come back from the situation until they're fully done examining. Or maybe there is kind of like, you know, a dark part of themselves that they really need to examine before they can actually make some movement. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in the upright. Finally an upright card, right? I was like shuffling, so I didn't actually get to see the bottom of the deck. I felt compelled to end it there, and it's the Magician in reverse, which I'm trying to stop labeling as my psychopath card, but it could be. No, but it's very manipulative, or you know, it's when I can also see it as you're blocking yourself in some way. You know, where it's like you have all the knowledge and you have all the equipment and you have all the talent and whatever you need to move forward on a situation, but for whatever reason, you're just blocking yourself. And I mean, I love self-sabotage. Not consciously, but I seem to keep doing it. So that's kind of actually what I'm getting from that. Yes. So it kind of, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune here, what I'm kind of feeling is like you're starting to have a shift in events where things are starting to move forward for you, where maybe there were blockages before and success is actually coming to you, but for whatever reason, you're kind of freaking the fuck out and you're like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Nope. Nope. And it's like, well, you can though, right? Or it's like, this is such a message for myself too. If, you know, I freak out when success comes to me because I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know what to do with this. But it's like, if people are coming to you, asking you to do something for them, like, this is your moment, I need you to create this for me, do this for me. They're coming to you for a reason, okay? And you move with that. Don't put up the blocks. Don't self-sabotage. Don't block your success. You need to, like, actually grab that opportunity and just run with it. You know, this could really be it in terms of where you start moving. So for these cards, let me see. So I'm seeing the Emperor in reverse with the Ten of Wands, clarified by the Ten of Wands in reverse, as someone in this situation felt ridiculously burdened by whatever was going on. So if this was a relationship, it got to a point where issues got too heavy. There was too much, maybe fighting, but it's not so much that, so much as like the weight of what was going on was too much, and at the point where it was not worth it. And it kind of looks like a decision was made, maybe because one of the people was not financially stable. Or it was not financially stable, right? And that's where the decision really came in. But with the Hermit in reverse, it's like through this deep reflection and reflecting on the relationship, I feel like there's a sense that they realize that you could really be the one that they see themselves with. Man, I'm trying so hard not to sound like all the other readings, but like seriously, this is kind of what it looks like. I don't know. Honestly, I want to clarify that again because that's not completely clear. And oh, come on. I mean, obviously it wants to come out, but like, geez, I feel like it's not that one. It's this one. But I'm not actually seeing this as the Ace of Wands in reverse in the typical way. Like, I looked at it and I'm like, you know, the hand looks like it's stirring something, right? And if you have like a wooden kitchen spoon, it's like you're stirring the pot. So, you know, you're stirring the pot, and I'm pretty sure that saying means like, you know, kind of, or maybe that's not even the meaning of the phrase. The meaning of the phrase, but wow, I feel really blank and weird right now. But maybe it's just like through this inner reflection and through a realization that like there is this like kind of source of happiness here. It's like they kind of want to dig things back up and stir it back around where it was kind of still before it was stewing. It was just, you know, maybe you turn the stove off, it gets cold. You know, maybe you're making something with cheese sauce and it hardens all weird, and it's like, I could leave it like that because obviously it's in a pot. There's something I still have to do with it. Something is still unfinished. I could leave it in this pot and it could get really disgusting, or I could stir it and maybe, I don't know, eat it or put it in the fridge, throw it away, like do something with it, either clear out the energy or just something. That was a weird reading, but that is all I have from that. I hope that resonates for somebody. Yes, I think, maybe. Yeah, now let's do your Venus retrograde cards. Venus retrograde, I believe, starts on October 6th, and it's going to start in Scorpio, and it's going to retrograde back into Libra. So most people freak out over Venus retrograde. Personally, I don't, because I was born with Venus retrograde in my natal chart, which is honestly a really difficult placement, but it does make Venus retrograde a little bit easier for me to deal with, because when people are like, oh my god, this is awful, I'm like, I'm in this all the time, so yay. No, it's not awful though. I used to be terrified of Mercury retrogrades and all of that stuff, but you know, over the years, as I got into astrology, really into astrology, you know, and I could see where Mercury was going to retrograde, it's like I could kind of give myself an outline for, what area Mercury is going to be going over, and are there certain planets it's going to be touching. You know, like the last Mercury retrograde for me was in my 12th house. And it was going right over my Chiron, and I'm just like, ugh. While Chiron is on my sun. It's just been a really rough few months. But it's like, I wasn't totally caught off guard. I knew, you know, it was something like that was coming. And so instead of just being bowled over by the energy, I could, I could really use it to my advantage and work with it. Okay, so let's do 3 cards for Venus retrograde for Aries. Okay, Aries, so we have friendliness, morality, the dream, and existence. So, what I'm getting for this, I'm pretty sure, yes, so friendliness is the 2 of Cups. Yes, friendliness is the 2 of Cups, and you can see it focuses more on friendship than it does on, like, soulmate relationship, that, like, you know, so many other... So I clearly have very strong opinions about the way a lot of people read. And no, you know, it's like I should, because you can really set people off if they're in a vulnerable place, and you're like, this is your twin flame, and it's like, stop doing that to people. So, yes, you know, with somebody coming back for Venus retrograde, this is not necessarily this person that you've been waiting for is going to come back and you're going to fall in love and all that. No. Maybe, but no. Is what I'm feeling. It looks like there will be some kind of meeting. Maybe some, you know, where it's like you couldn't be civil in the past. You're actually going to be able to finally be civil with each other. And it looks like you're going to be able to finally have a talk about, you know, the lack of morals in a past situation. And, you know, and listen, I've been in toxic relationships, multiple of them. And as much as I want to look at the other person and be like, oh my God, it's all their fault. I can't believe they did this. The truth is, my cat is dragging his feathers fly over, like, really casually, like, hey. But yeah, the thing is with a toxic relationship, one person doesn't make it toxic. You know, it's like you attract that person because there are things in yourself that you need to change. And I'm not saying, like, oh, you're both psychopaths. Like, no. But it's, are you too giving in love? Do you not think you deserve love? Do you... You know, like, maybe you are manipulative. Maybe you don't even realize it. Or, you know, and it's like, I feel like there's going to be some kind of conversation about that. We have the Dream in reverse, which is the Six of Cups in the reverse. And, you know, in this deck, it looks very much like the way... You know, when you look back in your memory and you remember a person and, you know, the time you spent with them and it looks beautiful and wonderful and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait for this person to come back and this was so magical and blah, blah, blah. A lot of the time, most of the time, hi, wanna come here? Sorry. And most of the time, it's like we felt all the pain, right? We're trying to move past it and it's like, our brain kind of wants to give us a break, you know, and it's like, hey, we're not going to show you all the dark stuff. We're going to show you all the nice sparkly stuff so, you know, you don't hurt as much. But, you know, that can also give kind of a bit of a warped view of what actually happened. So I think this talk is actually going to give you some clarity on what really happened. And, you know, it's going to help you just level up spiritually. You know, and I don't necessarily, oh my God, there's like candles up here. And I don't necessarily notice when, Carl, this is Carl, if you haven't seen him. Say hello. Love attention. Yeah, so, you know, it's like we don't always notice when we do level up spiritually and when we climb different levels, but it's like when we're confronted with these old people, these old places, these old patterns, it's like what we were so hoping would come back to us. It's like, I've grown past this, and yeah, I feel like you might actually be getting some clarity that you needed for a while about that. Yeah, so that's your reading. I'm actually unrelated to this, but I've started a GoFundMe page. I take care of this colony of 15 community cats in Brooklyn, and I'm trying to get them all spayed and neutered, get them vet care, get them food and shelter for winter, and of course keep paying for 15 mouths. I'm going to include the GoFundMe link at the bottom of the page. Even $1 is a huge help, and it would really mean a lot to all of us if we, you know, could get your help. And if you can't donate right now, I completely understand too. So don't feel guilty about that and don't feel obligated. But if you can, only give what you can. Okay, well that's all for now, Aries. It was great to see you guys, and I will see you soon.